Hey, what's up guys, Nick here, back at again on the MCC. It's been a little while since my last video on this game, so I do apologize for that, but just because I've not been making videos on this game does not mean that I've not been playing this game an absolute ton since the big update came out at the beginning of September. So in this video, I thought I would discuss the update, whether I think it was a success or a failure, as there's points on both sides, whether the update was a good or bad thing. So sit back, relax, hopefully enjoy the video as I play some Halo 3 Big Team Battle. But just while I'm searching, I also want to point out my brand new nameplate that I have unlocked in the game. The Fire Unicorn nameplate is what I'm using in the game now. The way you get this is by getting featured in the 343 Community Spotlight. So I did this just about a week ago now. I got featured for a Forza Horizon 4 Warthog Cinematic Showcase. That's a mouthful, to say the least. But I made that, it got featured, and I unlocked this brand new nameplate in the game, which is really, really cool. I think it's actually very rare to have this in the game at the moment because it's pretty brand new. So I feel special, I feel cool to have this and be rocking it in the game. So I'm happy to have it, but there are some more nameplates out there that I still need to unlock. So once I get them, I'll be sure to mention it to all of you. Alright guys, we're playing some good old Halo 3 BTB. Hopefully none of my teammates quit out, as I've been playing Halo 3 quite a bit lately, and that's probably one of the biggest issues that I have. People just quitting out of the games as they maybe not doing so well, or maybe they just get sick of the game for whatever reason. They do not want to stay in the game with me, and I'm like, please, I need some friends, I need my teammates to stick around with me. But in today's video, I'm going to talk about the MCC update and whether I think has been a success or a failure so far, as there's a bit of a mixed opinion between some people in the community. Some people think it's really good, some people think it's really bad, so I'm going to let you guys know where I sit with the update as of right now. But we're going to have a bit of a story time. Oh my god, this guy is a disgusting camper. Get away from me. But we're going to start off with a bit of a story time to let you guys know my history with the MCC and kind of why I'm so passionate about the game and why it means so much to me. Disregarding the obvious that yes, it is Halo, it's a collection of Halo games, which is my favorite franchise, so obviously, I'm going to enjoy it because, you know, it's everything I could ever hope for as a fan. But the MCC is just something that I've been thinking about for years and years now, even back to the first day it was ever announced. The day the MCC was announced was E3, I think 2014, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it's 2014 or something like that. If I'm wrong, then please feel free to correct me. But me and my friend were in a Skype call together waiting to see if anything Halo was announced back at E3 2014, and I actually recorded all of our reactions to make sure I didn't miss any cool Halo news, so I could, you know, catch my reaction, because I knew that I would be pretty damn excited to hear anything, because at that stage I'd been making Halo 4 videos for quite a while, so obviously I was wanting anything new Halo to come out, because Halo 4 was a bit of a hard time to be a Halo YouTuber. So we're sitting watching the E3, and then the MCC gets announced, and I am so excited. I am more excited than I think I've ever been in my entire life for a game. I actually recorded our reactions and put it on YouTube, so I'll play a clip right now just so you guys can see just how excited I was for the MCC all those years ago.
First time ever, you can play the entire Master Chief Saga on a single console, the Xbox One.
Oh my god! I cannot believe that is real. Oh my god!
I told you, mate, there has to be a similar to credibility to it.
Wait, we have to hear about multiplayer. That was my first ever video to get somewhat alright views, because up at that stage I was getting a few hundred, if that, per video, so that was when my channel was a lot smaller than what it is now. So the idea of the MCC coming out was just absolutely incredible to me, because it was basically everything as a Halo fan that I could have ever hoped for. It was every single Halo game, besides, you know, obviously Halo 5 now, but it was every Halo game at the time going to be in one collection. All of them will be in 1080p 60 FPS, just in one collection for everyone to play, and I'm like, this is perfect, this is exactly what I need until the next Halo game comes out. So I was ready and very, very excited for it. But obviously, as you guys should know, the MCC was nowhere near as good or working as what it should have been, because whenever the game released later that year, it was broken. Me and my friends could not find a game together. We were sitting in a lobby together, trying to play together on the night of the MCC, and we just couldn't. We could not find a game, and it was absolutely awful. My spirits were completely broken because of how broken the game was, basically. We ended up playing campaign by ourselves in a Skype call that night, so that should explain to you just how depressing that night of gaming was for the both of us. But after a few months and a few updates, the game became somewhat playable. It wasn't perfect or anywhere near where it should have been, but they got to a stage where you could at least find games together and stuff like that. And then obviously 343 decided that they wanted to do a full big update to finally fix the game and give it the treatment that it deserved all those years ago, which was very, very late. They should have done that a long time ago, but I was just happy that the game was finally going to get an update that was finally going to get fixed to the state that it should have been in when it first released. So the MCC has meant a lot to me over the past few years, from me being extremely excited about it to be very upset about it to just all these different emotions that I felt, all because of this one game. So the big MCC update that I've been waiting for all this time, for all these years, basically released just over a month ago now, and honestly I can say with a very big smile on my face that this update has basically made the game into everything that I ever hoped it would be. I'm not saying the game is 100% perfect or 100% functioning in every aspect. I know that some people still have issues here and there, some Halo 2 hit detection issues and stuff like that. I don't really play Halo 2 on the MCC, so I personally don't get affected by that, but I know the people that do get affected by it, and that sucks for them, because I obviously don't want people to have a bad gaming experience, because it's not really fair on them. For someone like me who plays a lot of Halo 3, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, teammate, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna take your shotgun though, thank you. But for someone like me that plays a lot of Halo 3, and yes, even Halo 4, I know that I am an awful person for enjoying Halo 4. Yeah, you can crucify me, do all you want, but it's just what I enjoy playing, okay? We can get past this together. I think it's more so I just have a lot of nostalgia, because that's where I started making Halo videos. I just love Halo 4 for that aspect, okay? So that's my excuse. But the MCC update now is a lot faster. It looks a lot better when it comes to the UI. The UI was a little bit clunky, a little bit messy in the original game, but now they've went back, they've fixed it, they've made the game look absolutely beautiful in that regard, and they've also made the game function and play just how I always hoped it would. The game not only loads faster, but it also puts you in the games a lot quicker than what it ever did before. The connection time is absolutely insane in this game. I found myself at times kind of being put into a game before I was even ready to play again. With Halo, I've kind of got used to over the years just kind of sitting there between games, kind of twiddling my thumbs, waiting for the next one to begin. But now with the MCC, I find myself loading into a game before I've even really put my controller down from the previous match, which is kind of crazy to think about. It's pretty insane just how fast you can find and load into games in this. And my biggest gripe, my biggest issue with multiplayer games is the wait time between games, because obviously if I'm playing one, I just want to keep playing. I don't want to sit and have a 2-minute gap between each one, because you either get warmed down or you kind of just get a little bit sick of waiting. You just want to play a game. So having the fact that you load into games so fast is my absolute favorite thing about this update, 100%. But not only was the initial update pretty damn solid, it didn't really have any issues, and the reason for that was because of the MCC Insider. If you forget what the Insider is, basically it was a way for people to test the game before the actual update went live and fully came out. So I'm so happy that 343 decided to do something like this. It's absolutely incredible that they want to get the community involved with fixing the game to make sure that it came out and was released in a way that was, you know, acceptable for the public to play. If the MCC update had come out and it was still broken, I feel like 343 would have just put the nail in the coffin for themselves. So the Insider kind of saved them that issue. It kind of saved them from having an embarrassing release of the update that was meant to fix the game. But the MCC Insider and just the way they've treated the MCC update as a whole gives me a lot of hope and a lot of faith going into the future, especially with 343 and just Halo in general, because I know that 343 want nothing but the best for the game. I feel like a lot of people think that 343 don't care about Halo or anything like that, which is absolutely insane to me. Of course, the company that makes the game cares about the game. They may make some questionable decisions from time to time, but it doesn't mean that they don't want the best for the game as a whole. So I've definitely noticed that they have been a lot more attentive, that they've been listening to the community a lot more, and just generally wanting a lot more feedback than what they ever have done before, which is really promising going into the future. And it makes me believe that Infinite is going to be an absolutely fantastic game, as when it releases they'll be wanting community feedback, they'll be wanting to hear from the community what people like and dislike about the game. Come on team, this is such a close game. Oh my goodness gracious, why did I spawn here by myself? Let me out of here. Oh, this is so close. I'm so scared. Come on team, 2 more kills, we can do this. Yeah, we did it. Oh, 100-99. Oh my god, games like this make my heart go into my throat. That was terrifying. Oh, we did it, thank goodness. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys just how fast I get into the game. So as soon as this counter goes down to 0, I'm going to put a timer on the screen and we'll see how long it takes me to actually find a game. Okay, and that is time. Wow. From what I can tell, that was really quick. I didn't actually count that in my head, but that seemed to be extremely fast. So in editing, we'll see how long that took, but it was pretty quick, especially for Halo. MCC has been improved a drastic amount just from that little test there. I'll be honest, whenever I said that, I thought in my head, I bet you the game crashes or I just straight up don't find a game or something like that. But no, the game had my back. It proved itself after what I was saying about it. You know, I like to back up the game. I'm a very optimistic, happy Halo player for the most part. Please excuse any rages you may have seen. But also a really nice thing about 343 at the moment with the MCC is they are very, very dedicated to actually updating the game and kind of continuing to show the game love even after the update came out. Teammate, please let me in your Hornet. I want in. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. This is Halo at its finest. If you guys missed my top 7 things that I want to see return in Halo Infinite video, I mentioned the Hornet, and I desperately want it back just for this reason. This is so cool that I can just fly about. Can I hit this no scope? I'm so dead here. Oh god. Yeah, well, that did not go well whatsoever. I did not notice the guy in the turret there. My mistake. But 343 do plan on continuing to update the game, even though this big update pretty much has made the game as much as it needs to be. You know, there's still some things that need to be done, but for the most part, content-wise, the MCC is pretty jam-packed. But 343 have let us know about a few features that sound like an absolute blast whenever they are ready. For example, the Match Composer is coming out pretty soon, hopefully, which is basically a way to completely compose and make your own playlist of matches that you want to play. So say, for example, you absolutely hate playing CE BTB, but you want to play CE Slayer or something like that. This Match Composer, from what I understand about it, is going to allow you to kind of make that search preference possible so that you can only find those certain types of games whenever you're trying to find a game of MCC. But it just allows the players to have a lot more customization about what they play during the game, so they don't have to play something that maybe they're not interested in whatsoever. So hopefully this will save people from quitting out of games, because they'll get games that they actually want to play instead of maybe being forced into a map or something that they have zero interest in. Something that is coming out very soon is Infection. Infection is coming back to the MCC starting tomorrow as of recording this video. So if you're watching this video past the 17th of October, Infection should already be here, but I'm recording this on the 16th. And as well as that, if you play Infection, you get an exclusive nameplate in the game that is basically a little flood form that looks really cool. So make sure you jump into Infection and play some games if you don't plan on it already, as I will definitely be in there. So if you catch me online, please leave me alone, as zombies do terrify me. They are absolutely horrifying. But Infection in this game is going to be a lot of fun, because obviously there's lots of different Infection game modes, maps, all that stuff that'll be in the rotation in that playlist, so that'll be really cool to play. And probably the thing I'm most excited for is the Customs Games browser coming to the MCC. This exists in Halo 5, and it is one of the best features about Halo 5, full stop. It is absolutely amazing in that game. But the Customs Games browser will basically allow players to search for custom games in this massive list, where you can search through every single game, every single different game mode, custom game that you could ever hope for will all be located in one place. So say, for example, oh my god, I saw him. My teammate, bro, are you kidding me? So say, for example, you wanted to play some Halo 3 Jenga, but you didn't have any friends online. You could just host this online, and then random people could join you and play alongside you. That's exactly how it works in Halo 5, and I'm guessing that's how it's going to work in this as well. So that's going to be incredible. It's going to add so much to this game, as people are going to be able to play basically any custom game that they could ever dream of with a big group of people. There's the Warthog. Shoot it. Shoot it dead. Oh no, my friend died. No. No, and he got me as well. Okay, well, it seems the Hornet's turret is extremely weak. That thing needs like a rocket launcher or a missile or something like that. The MCC has so many possibilities and just so much room for growth and just cool new features coming into it. So I'm really hoping we hear and see some really awesome stuff coming up in the future. If you've not heard of XO18, it is basically Xbox's big presentation for the year. It is brand new. November is the first time they are ever doing it. For example, think of the PlayStation experience, which is basically PlayStation's chance where they show off new games and stuff at a different event from E3. It is just PlayStation focused. But that is basically the same thing, but just for Xbox. So XO18, mark that in your calendars, because there is maybe a slight chance that we might see something from Halo there. They did say though that no Halo Infinite news will be there this year, which is kind of upsetting. I would have loved to have seen some Infinite stuff there, but unfortunately that is not going to happen, which is makes me very sad. But there is a chance then that we might hear something from MCC, maybe MCC coming to PC, Reach coming to MCC. You don't know. There is a lot of things they could still do for this game. So XO18 might be a place where they, you know, showcase some big news for the game. So I'm very excited for that. But again, take that with a grain of salt. Just because I said that does not mean it's going to happen. I have no idea. I can only hope that we hear some news like that. But I want you guys to drop a comment down below. What is your favorite thing about the MCC update? What is your favorite aspect of the game since it's been updated? Let me know in the comments down below, because this game has a lot of cool things about it. You have basically every Halo game you could ever hope to play which is always a nice thing. Playing lots of Halo is always a lot of fun. But I just love being able to find games extremely fast and play with my friends without any issues at all these days. So they still have a bit of work to do, but for the most part, I think I can say that the MCC update has been a great success so far. Oh my, dude, my teammate literally just slaughtered him. He didn't think twice about it. He was just like, well, you're in my way, time to kill you. Dude, he's a flipping ghost. Oh my god. Kill it dead. Okay, good. But I'm gonna finish this game out. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like and a comment down below. If you did, I would really appreciate it. You guys can definitely expect to see a lot more MCC videos coming in the near future to all of you. So thanks so much for watching. Appreciate all the support. Love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. I don't know what that guy was doing. Bye.